Well, Jim, it's certainly been a journey building this company, 5 generations, you number 4, me number 5, but what do you remember about the first generation, about the founder and his sort of activities to build the company?
Well, he certainly was an amazing guy, Bill, and he wrote such a beautiful diary from the moment he left Plymouth. I think from memory it was about April 1850. He got free transport to the young colony of South Australia, and the diary specifically says, and he applied for a job to teach on the ship, the bark British Empire, wrote to the surgeon who'd put an advertisement for a teacher. Thomas was only 20 years of age, and the surgeon was so impressed with his application, he said, look, I think you're too young to handle this, but I've appointed a Mr. Walker, an older fellow, but I'd like you to be his assistant. When he got to Adelaide, he first job was with John Rennell, who had vineyards and cattle, and he getting a shilling a day and his bed, but he said his bed was palliasse, straw palliasse, full of fleas, a shilling a day. Well, he lasted at that for about 3 or 4 months, and he got a better job at Heathcote's property down at Yankalilla, a bit further south of McLaren Vale, 12 shillings a week, plus his keep and a few other interesting things.
Yeah.
And then, like every other 20-year-old, when they discovered gold in Australia, 1851, he was now 21. He made pilgrimages to Ballarat, and that's a long story.
But your dad died tragically, of course, in the Kaimur air crash, and your mum then, Eileen, had to literally put her shoulder to the wheel to help Uncle Ken keep the business rolling.
She did too. She certainly became the matriarch almost.
Yes.
Because she was quite a bit older than Uncle Ken. And,
yes.
And Mum she did a great job. I think they wanted her to move out of the big family home into something smaller, more practical.
Yeah.
And Mum said, look, this is the only place my 4 children will remember their father in any shape or form. I was only 6 when he was killed, so I remember his motor car more than I remember him. Chrysler with red leather upholstery, etc., etc. But Mum really did hold the whole show together.
She became so known around Australia too.
Auntie Eileen.
Auntie Eileen,
yeah,
exactly.
That's right.
He was the one who had this idea that we should expand into other areas. We should buy good little wine businesses in all the well-known wine areas of Australia.
Exactly.
And I think so much of what we have today in terms of vineyard resource, in terms of winery, we have because of that great philosophy of my dad at the time.
And I think the team that are running it now are really A-grade.
Yeah,
no
absolutely,
question.
absolutely. One of the things about Hardy's that, I remember when we had to do a timeline at one stage, our marketing people wanted to put together this timeline, and I remember saying to them that I think in a timeline you can't just have a series of successes. You need to show people that there are also difficult times. So I think, history is only a history if you illustrate that things were not always sunny and rosy and all that sort of thing. So.